Everyone, I'm Kareem Antonio-Jackson. I am on the set live here in the Philippines again, and we have been getting a lot of interest from everyone sending us messages, talking to us on our new YouTube channel, of course, and of course on our websites, because they want to know actually what it's like. And they want to know the cost of living in the Philippines, the true cost of living. I'll tell you, I lived a very charmed life. I've been on tour there for 4 years altogether, back and forth. I did 2 undercover tours where I was actually living for a long period of time for $500 a month. And I'll tell you, the power of 50 times earnings is truly amazing. The key is that when you go to the Philippines, somewhere like that, what you don't want to do is you don't want to bring your life from the States with you back to the Philippines. That's what you don't want to do. You want to look at it as a Zen opportunity, a chance for you to change your life, a chance for you to grow and become something very different. So what would you do if you could actually live for less than $500 a month? I mean, think about it. If you could live for $500 a month, what would you do? Would you work more? Would you work less? Would you give back? Would you travel? What would you do? Would you write a book? Would you write a magazine? What would you do if you could live, and I must say live happily, zenfully, on $500 a month? So me, of course, you know me, I'm Kareem Antonio-Jackson, the magazine guy, right? So I wrote magazine books and mag books. That's what I did with my extra time and extra, income. I didn't actually look at it and be greedy and think, okay, I'm gonna do more. I actually decided to do less and live the dream of life that I wanted to truly live. That's what I did. So I lived a natural, real Philippine lifestyle. That's what I decided to do. I learned from the culture, I became part of the culture, and then actually when you're not bringing your Western crap and baggage with you, you can live very nicely for $500 a month. So you could probably retire early, or you could actually retire and live well and invest into something that you've always wanted to invest in. You may be able to do what you've always wanted to do, or live on a beach, or you could do a lot of different things. But the key to living in the Philippines for a very good amount of low income or less amount of expense for your personal life is to embrace the lifestyle of Philippine culture, to actually live in it. That's how you do it. If you're gonna be an American or a European or a Westerner living in the Philippines or anywhere else in the world, then you're gonna be living very, very expensively, very, very high, very, very crazily. You're not gonna change anything, you're not gonna learn anything. So yeah, you might actually live for more than what you were spending in the US. But the truth to it, the key, these guys are very close to me, aren't they? The truth to it, the big key, you guys, is to be able to learn from the Philippine culture, embrace the culture, and live simply, live the way that you normally would live. You don't need all that stuff. So why bring the baggage with you? The key that I would do, actually, and I really would do this, is I would first assess what you do and don't need in your life in the West or abroad, wherever you are. All the things that you're not gonna need. When you're living a simple life in the Philippines, you don't need a car, you don't need a suit, you don't need 5 microwaves, you don't need a big huge refrigerator, you don't need any of those things. You don't even need to really always be in the house. Remember, you're free. You can work for $500 a month. You may not have to work for 40, 50, 60 hours a week. You can work 1 week out of the whole month. You can travel with the rest of the income or the rest of the time in your life that you have. You can pursue other dreams. So the truth is, when I went into my Philippines immersion tour, that's what I did. I really embraced it. I ate the food. I lived amongst the people. I did everything that they did, because my thought wasn't, I want to be a cheap person. My thought was, how could I live less? How could I do less? And that's what I encompassed in it. That's what I did. That's what I changed. So at the end of the day, what happened was I learned from the Philippines culture. It didn't learn anything from me. So I urge you again to reassess what you need in your life before you ask that question, what does it cost to live in the Philippines? Because the truth of it is, when it comes down to it, you can live for $500 a month. You can see my full article, The Charmed Life, The Power of 50 Times Earnings, in the new issue of the Philippines Magazine International, and also in a few other blogs and press releases around the country online somewhere. You can see a connection, I think somewhere down here. There's probably a connection somewhere where you can link to that article. You can actually read the full 3,000 word article or whatever it is. It kind of breaks down there what gasoline's gonna cost you per gallon, what rent's gonna cost you, because rent is as little as $125 a month, actually. When you're talking about gas and water bills, those are $2, $5, $8 a month. When it comes to eating, you're talking about $2 or $3, per meal. And that's a Filipino cooked, fresh, organic meal. That's not something from McDonald's or from Jack in the Box, or you're running down to the New York Pizza Kitchen or the California Pizza Kitchen. We're not talking about that. When it comes to living in the Philippines, not being a Westerner and living like American in the Philippines, I'm talking about people who are looking to embrace the life. That article breaks it down for you. So the key that I can tell you is, truthfully, the opportunity for you is to be able to change your lifestyle like I did, to learn from the culture, to be very simple, because at the end of the day, that's what we all really want, is to have a simple life, not really a cheap life. So if you have a simple life, you can live for very cheap and be happy, have all the things that you actually need, live well, eat well, dress well, travel, have free time, maybe find the love of your life. You can do all of that for $500 a month or less. Then also, one big thing I want to say before I go, and I let you guys go and continue what you're doing, hope that you're enjoying my videos, by the way, is I want to remind you that when it comes to it, the eye-opening experience that you learn is that when you meet people who are happy, the Filipinos are the most happy people I've ever met in my life. Of any tours, I've lived all over the world. They're genuinely happy. And when you're a Westerner making $100,000 a year with 3 cars outside, some crazy big old house, and you're unhappy, and then you see these guys who you know they're probably living on, $100 a month or $50 a month, and they're actually happier than you. They're offering you shots, they're offering you food, they're welcoming you into their small, humble abode. When they're doing that, the click for you, the click for me was, wow, I want that. I don't want to bring that crap here. I want to learn, how do they do that? Because of course I can probably do more, I can probably get more income, but if you can learn how to live like them and to find that happy place for yourself, that's the true question. That's the true epiphany of the Philippine lifestyle, is learning how to be happy, how to be nice, how to be enjoying your life every single day. So when it comes down to it, I'll say it again because it's worth repeating, you can live in the Philippines for $500 or less. I did a 1-year immersion campaign, undercover article for the Philippines Mags International. I lived in Manila and Quezon City, and I lived for less than $500 a month. And I didn't live terribly. I had a flush toilet, I had a nice apartment, it was 1 bedroom, it was in a nice safe area. I was able to have Wi-Fi, have my laptop, travel, eat. I had an assistant who cost me $80 a month, full-time live-in assistant for laundry, for cooking, and for traveling, of course, translation. I also had a maid who came in and did laundry and extra little things around the house that weren't able to be done when I was traveling, because remember, I was also working on my writings and traveling, learning the Philippines while I was living for $500 a month, so I would take my assistant with me to help me out. The maid was $70 a month to have her do all the things that I needed in the house. And when it comes down to it, the key that I'm going to ask you again is, ask yourself, if you could live for less than $500 a month, what would you do with that money? What would you do with that time? What dreams could you pursue? That's the true question. For again, thank you for all of your emails. Thank you for all of your messages, and I appreciate everything. I hope that you are enjoying these videos. I hope that you check out my new YouTube channel. Also, you can see more at www.kareemantonio.com. Also, check out the Philippines Magazine. .com, and you can also see PhilippineInc.com. We have a nice Philippine artist tattoo lifestyle. We're also going to be keeping tuned for you for our Pasong Camo, our new Philippines Inc. magazine, as well as our nightlife, our club, our outsourcing, and also we have a really, really great, interesting student magazine called Achieve Success coming out new as well. Again, I'm Kareem Antonio-Jackson, and I am on the set. I am live in the Philippines right now, and I want you to look at everything, change your life, learn and be inspired, and understand that you can make the choices. You can travel anywhere you want. You can also take a break, take a hiatus, and come somewhere where you can live for $500 a month. Finish that book, take some time off, get back in shape, maybe spend some time with your kids, enjoy the life. 1 year, 1 month, 5 years, 10 years, whatever it is, but sometimes taking a break and backing up is all that we truly need. Again, Kareem Antonio-Jackson on the set. Love you guys. Thank you for all the support, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you, and hope you enjoy my videos.